At Home with Lucas here. So today we're going to be talking about Samsung 49-inch ultra-wide monitor. Yes, people, I finally got my hands on this beast of an ultra-wide. This is the Samsung 49-inch business class monitor. Yes, people, this thing has a curve radius of 1000 R, which is absolutely amazing for such a big monitor. The main thing I'm gonna be doing in this video is figuring out, is this thing too big? Is it too wide? Is the curve too intense? Is it something that you're gonna be able to use every day for normal stuff, or is it just for specialty stuff? I'm gonna figure out all that and more. This thing has the spec list to go with it though. It has 120 Hertz refresh rate. This is a 5120 by 1440p monitor, so it's got the pixel density for that giant 49-inch display. It's got the brightness. It has a bunch of gaming settings to give it some better gaming experience, not to mention the fact that it has a height adjustable stand, which you're definitely going to need for this beast because it's going to take up a lot of desk space and it's going to be quite heavy just based on the fact that it's a 49-inch monitor. So in this video, we're doing a hands-on with the box, quick unboxing and first impressions on said Samsung business class monitor. After that, I'm going to put in this bad boy to the At Home Lucas test to figure out, is it something you can handle? Is it something you can buy, or is it too big? I don't know. We won't know until the very end of this video. After that, we're going to figure out, is this something you should buy or maybe skip altogether? I'm here for you, so don't have to waste your time buying and returning. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, the first thing you notice is a heavy sticker. This is 30 some odd pounds, so definitely take note of that. It's basically like two monitors in one. Let's get inside this box. Boom, this is absolutely amazing right here. It literally just slots straight down on there, and then you give it a turn clockwise and it locks into place, people. I have never seen something so simple a day in my life, and it really makes sense because this thing is very heavy. Then you have a push button on the bottom to release it. 5 out of 5 stars for the stand. Right off the bat, we haven't even gotten into it. Let's get a closer look at this beast. Whoa, that is huge. So I'm going to keep saying this a lot in this video. This looks bigger in real life. It looks really skinny and not as tall on camera and in photos, but this thing is massive. When you get about 2 feet from it, you really see the height of it. You really see the benefit of it. The back piece snaps on really easily. It is very simple to put on there. It was a little bit confusing at first, but I was able to slap it on, and the raising and lowering of this thing is really, really awesome. They did a great job once again with this stand, so definitely 5 out of 5 stars for the stand itself. And we really haven't even gotten into the fact that it is low profile and looks like a base for baseball? I don't know. It's got the Samsung stamp of approval right there. Really nice metal on the bottom, which we'll take a look at later on. So first impressions, blown away.
All right, this is my current monitor setup. It's going to be interesting to put this beast on this desk. I don't know how it's actually going to work. Let's go ahead and pop this out and put the new one in. Right, there we go. It fits on the desk. But I do like how I have a lot of real estate to put stuff now, so you can store stuff right on there. I like that it's flat. There's no craziness going on. It's just literally a slab of metal. Put it on there and you're good to go. The cord management is basically terrible. You have a giant loop back here. I'm guessing they're thinking you're going to put about 1,000 cords on here and then maybe you won't see them. But there we go. Let's go ahead and keep going, keep on reviewing.
Okay, let's talk about multitasking on this beast. So the first thing I thought when I bought it was it's going to be too much screen, but as you get into it, you realize it is just enough screen. It's basically like having two monitors put together, making this giant ultra wide. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards opened up on this beast. So if you're someone who has to multitask, you must multitask. You can't not multitask. This is definitely the monitor for you. It has the pixel density, it has the size. It's really going to allow you to get immersed in whatever you're working on, whether it's work or play or a mixture of the two. You have all these different cards open up on here. You can rearrange everything the way you like. And if you have Windows 11, you're going to be able to snap these in super fast. So this is definitely the multitasking beast. If you're coming from a 34-inch to a 49-inch and you're wondering, is this going to be too much? No, it is not going to be too much. This is absolutely amazing. It's going to blow you away, and it definitely looks better in real life. I'm going to keep saying that because that is the case. Right now I'm looking at it on the screen and I'm going, it doesn't look as good as it does with my own eyeballs right now. So definitely buy this thing for multitasking. All right, let's continue the review. Okay, let's talk about gameplay. So I loaded up my Portal 2 game right here. This is my go-to to test out any monitor. And this game is designed for ultra-wide monitors. It's a little bit stretched out, but not bad at all, people. I was totally blown away. I was expecting this to look really terrible, but certain games you're going to load up on this monitor and they're going to be optimized for ultra wide monitors. Now this is an ultra wide, so it is definitely bigger than a 34-inch. So if you're coming from a 34-inch to a 49-inch, you need to just do your homework and check out whether your games will work flawlessly on here. Obviously, if you ask me questions, I will try to look it up for you and help you out, so definitely comment down below. But yeah, so gameplay was really smooth. The 120 hertz works. It's not the best of the best of the best because this is not a gaming monitor. This is an everyday monitor. This is a business monitor. This is for getting stuff done, people. And let me tell you, the gameplay was awesome. So if you're looking for the 20% gaming, 80% workflow, this is the monitor for you. Even if you're going to push it to 50-50, this is still a great monitor. It's going to get you immersed. And we'll talk about what the cons are for this giant monitor in a second. So like I said, some games are just not going to work, and we're going to find that out really quickly. So here we go. I loaded up Batman, and as you can see, this is the stretched out crazy Batman right here. Like, it literally is designed for 16:9. This is not even an ultra wide game. It's not optimized for ultra wide at all. So a 34-inch stretches it out a little bit. But I'm going to show you in a second what it looks like when you run it in its native 16:9. And this will give you a good understanding of how ultra wide monitors have a problem. So that is 16:9, believe it or not, people. It is basically half of the monitor. And so, like I said, do your homework, look for the games that you want to play on this monitor, and make sure they're optimized for ultra wide. Or some games can be stretched out and it doesn't look bad at all, like racing games and other things where you don't really have like a third-person setup right here. So definitely take note of that. This is not going to work with every single game out there. And I found that this was a little bit glitchy. I was like, oh, that's kind of strange. It's never glitchy with other monitors, so definitely take note of that this is a beast of a monitor. I should also mention that I'm running DisplayPort always 1.4, I believe, is what we're dealing with this monitor. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, I will reply to you and let you know that was not the right one. So yeah, gameplay on here is awesome for some games and not the best for other games, so take note of that. But yeah, I'm going to give gameplay a solid 4.8 out of 5 stars. All right, for all you UFO Test people out there, this is the UFO Test right here. We're going to run through all of the different versions of the UFO Test to give you an understanding of how well this beast actually performs. And I have to say, in my own personal use of this monitor, it performs flawlessly. I think Samsung hit it out of the park, and I think for the fact that this is not a hardcore performance monitor, it is an everyday monitor. It's going to give you the best everyday use. I'm impressed, I really am. But you guys who are interested in the UFO Test will know a little bit more by checking out the stats on the screen right now. Go ahead and pause it at any time and zoom in if you need to. But yeah, so this is just gonna flow real quickly, and I will see you guys in the next segment. Okay, now let's go ahead and do the speaker test. So this does have 2 speakers built in. We're gonna go ahead and play it with the speakers I have, my monitor speakers right there, just to give us a good sound comparison. At Home with Lucas here. So today we're going to be talking about the Sunseeker X3 Plus robot lawnmower. At Home with Lucas here. So today we're going to be talking about the Sunseeker X3 Plus robot lawnmower. That's so funny. I actually think that the speakers that are built into this monitor are the best ultra-wide monitor speakers I've ever heard, and they almost sound as good as my monitor speakers. Let me know in the comments down below if that's what you think. Okay, I've been using this bad boy for long enough that I think I have a full star rating. Let's just start off with this display. So like I said before, I went into this thinking that this display was going to be overwhelming. It was going to be just too much real estate, and I wasn't going to be able to do as much on it as I would with a 34-inch ultra wide, but I was totally wrong. This is the multitasking beast. This is amazing for certain games. If you get the right game that fits this ultra wide, you're going to be absolutely immersed, absolutely blown away. The pixel density on here is really good. If you get in real close, you can see that it is very, very solid pixel density, so you're not gonna have to worry about text looking blurry or looking crappy. It's definitely going to be really solid. The glare does not exist, okay? There is no glare on this bad boy. The curve just completely kills all the glare. It's also a matte finish, so it's going to natively just hide all of the glare on its own, not to mention the fact that the amazing curve just does a great job. And this really looks a lot shorter on camera. There's something about it where when you see it on camera, you see it in pictures, it looks like a really small monitor, but when you get right in here and you get right into this zone, you're like, this is way taller than it looks in photos. And that's because it's so wide, you have to sort of back up really far just to show the total width of it. So it is one of those monitors, I'm gonna say till the end of time, you have to look at this thing in person, in real life, and sit a couple feet from it to really get the immersion and get blown away. So if you're someone who has 2 monitors, this is an easy upgrade. This is so much better. If you're someone who has a 34-inch ultra wide and that's not enough, you need something more, this thing is the way to go. You are gonna have to deal with a lot of videos being black barred on either side, but it's not really that bad at all. The stand down here is absolutely amazing. It's one of my favorite stands. You can literally put a little bit of everything on here and it doesn't take up any real estate. This is 21 inches deep, so I can have my small keyboard and this. Obviously, if you have a bigger desk, it's gonna be much better. But if you have a 21-inch desk like I do, you're gonna have to probably get a smaller keyboard. I can imagine if you had a full-size keyboard on here, that would probably be a little bit annoying. But yeah, the speakers on here are absolutely amazing, like we found out, which makes sense. This thing is basically like a giant TV, so it's definitely going to have good sound. So all in all, I'm going to say that this thing is absolutely amazing. The stand on it can articulate, can go all the way up and go all the way back down. And then of course you can move it all over the place to fit whatever it is that you're doing. So this stand is definitely next level, really, really solid. You could pick it up literally with one hand. Even though this thing is very, very heavy, it moves really easily. So it's super easy to glide. So all in all, I'm gonna say that if you're someone out there that needs a giant display, you need the massive real estate, this is definitely the one to go with. Is it the best 49-inch ultra wide out there? No. Is it close? Yes. I'm gonna give this thing a solid 4.9 star rating, and I'm gonna say that this is actually something that I'm super interested in checking out other 49 inches from now on. So definitely subscribe to this channel if you want to see more big monitors like this. I'll be putting them to the test. Solid star rating, highly recommended to everyone out there. Buy it. All right, there you go. That is the 49-inch business monitor. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did,
click that like button. And if you want to join the Adam Lucas family, smash that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.